try. He does a nerdy ass thing where he goes. McDick's the ultimate nerd. I'm just like, I'm pretty high up on the nerdy scale for most Halo 1 players, and I pull it off pretty well in game, which I feel like is one of the reasons I'm one of the best. But McDick will do a thing where he'll port and he'll just jump off. Alright, I got it. Yeah, you can land on the OP. So it's like a distraction port, kinda, and they're probably not gonna brain you or 3 you. You can just jump off and land on the OV. Or if you think they're sitting here with a rocket or something, just literally just port and jump to the OV. Which I'm probably still do that. Anyways. That's about all the good stuff in Damnation. Oh, I guess I should show you rocketing the camo down. Well, I did. So I should show you rocketing it down when it's naded back. That's the one other important thing. So, if the other team nades it back, which will happen frequently, they'll usually do this one. Hey, I'm camo, I'm naded back. Cool. Alright, if you're anywhere on the map and you put a rocket right up underneath there, well, that one actually landed down here, but if you shoot it from down a rocket pit and you put it high enough on that wall, like right, like up here or something, it line drives it over and it'll land in top red, like right here. So it's like they have to drop for it. So that's another good thing that you want to use rockets for, is to rocket the camo when they have it naded back. Trying to think. You can nade yourself to the bottom of the map with the overshield, but that's really hard and I can't do it. Give it one attempt. I think I grabbed it too early. Close. It's actually the closest I've gotten in a long time, so I'll take that. But you pretty much need to stick the landing as it's finishing charging, like when it's still charging. If you don't pick it up right about when I did, though, you die from the fall before you hit. So it's like really hard timing. That's also not really important for tournament games or anything.
Team Slayer.
LOL Beaver Creek. Actually, believe it or not, the map was called Battle Creek far before it was called Beaver Creek. So this is the real Battle Creek. LOL Beaver Creek, he says. This is a good map. This is honestly, there's a lot of guys that don't like this map that play it these days, and I feel like it's because it's got a really high skill cap and none of them have played it enough. When I went to the beach LAN just 2 months ago, it was like all the top Halo 1 players were there, except for Patch, because he bailed. But every other top Halo 1 player was there, and I don't think I lost the Battle Creek the entire week that I was there. Probably my best map in comparison to other players. And it's really simple. I don't understand why it's so hard for people. There's lots of, and it's fun. Lots of snipes, lots of power-ups. Allows for much nerdiness and weaseliness, which I'm good at. So, Battle Creek. Pretty much the idea of the map for 2's. Camo's hard to get. They always have eyes on it. You always want to have eyes on it. It's where the overshield spawns, and for you guys who played Halo 2, it's a camo, right? Camo spawns tucked down in here. It's a fucking nade fest. It frequently will get grenaded enough to where it gets naded back. Let's see if I can replicate that. Like someone throws a bunch of nades in here, and sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. If you don't know, you have to come in here and check. That's gettable, I believe, and I'll show you how. But if you come in here and you see like the very tip of the corner in the bottom wall, you won't be able to get it. But if you can't touch it normally like this, the little trick is if you turn your back. Maybe that one's not gettable. Alright, that one's like ever so slightly not gettable. That disappoints me. That was about to look really cool. Maybe with my AR out. Get that booty in there. Nope. Alright, so if you came in and saw that, not gettable. Don't even try. I don't want to pick you up. Okay. Let's see if I can get more grenades and... How the fuck do I get frag grenades on this map? I gotta go in the base for that. Should've just killed the other guy, he's out there. You can jump out of these windows. Woohoo! Just takes a little bit of practice. I one-naded that back, see? So, oftentimes, it'll get grenaded to the point where no one can get it. Sometimes you can nade it out when it's in there, like that. But you're not going to usually have time to do that. Okay, so that one's gettable. Cool. I'm going to move along from the camo for now. Get more grenades going. A good random spawn, frequently use random spawn, so while I'm here. There's a spawn right here. And if you're somewhere here, it's actually pretty hidden even, from top red, which is the power position on this map. Top red base usually. If you're right here and you block this spawn, your teammate will get a random. So this is a good random to know. A little trick with the camo, you can shoot the camo down if they're not in it right off the bat, and then they might lose track of whether you snuck in there and grabbed it or not, and you can come over here and still get it at any time. It's just kind of hidden in the creek, so that's kind of tricky. You can do that from anywhere. You could be like over here. Some people will like come chill over here and just bait the camo and they'll shoot it down. Something I've been doing recently, and a lot of the other top players start copying me at the beach lane. Since it is hard to get out of there once you go in here and grab it, instead of coming all the way in and grabbing it, if they're on spawn or something, first of all, it's a very front base heavy spawn system. So they'll spawn front red often, maybe in the pistol or over here or somewhere front blue. Pretty much you want to get in and out of there as quick as possible. So if I'm running towards it, I'll grenade past it and pop it out to myself and grab it right here so I can dip quicker. Obviously I didn't grab it because I already had camo, but pretty much you just put a nade past it and pop it out and you grab it right here and just peace. So you don't have to go that extra step further to go in there, which kind of sucks because you'll get naded or something lit up and then end up dying. Dark Tower is not a random spawn by itself. Nowhere in here is, just standing here. You will spawn fuck your teammate down here on the spawn. If they know you're in Dark Tower, he will continue to spawn here if you stay in Dark Tower. And they will just, your teammate will whine at you and they will laugh at you, and don't do that. However, if you are watching his spawn timer and you come to this left side of the cubby here, and if you jump and slide up against the wall, you can either turn and look at it if you want to, or just back up. Jump and slide up. As long as you're pretty far up there, right as he's spawning, you get a random. It's 100% of the time if you time it right. So you can be in Dark Tower, and as long as you take the second to do that while he's spawning, you don't screw your teammate over. Top rockets, first of all, balancing and walking around up here takes a lot of practice. You don't have grippy feet like Halo 2, so I'm making it look pretty easy right now. You guys would honestly probably be sliding off, trying to climb up and down this arch, or what we call is the dick, which is a bad call out. And I probably shouldn't repeat that. But anyways, you can grab rockets. I'm not going to do it because I want to grenade them, but there's a sneaky ledge over here you can jump to. And I missed my jump because I suck and I'm laying down. Bear with me. Haven't been on Halo 1 in a while. Oh, this is another thing. I was doing this in Prisoner and I didn't really say anything about it. It's just so natural to me. But if you just climb a ladder, first of all, you go slow. These ladders are good to demonstrate this. Second of all, you're not looking at anything because you have to look up. You don't want to just climb the ladder, right? So after a while, after a few years, whatever, people started climbing the ladders backwards. You gotta look down a little bit though, and hold back. If you're looking up and trying to shoot and holding back, you end up sliding back down it. So you kind of need to look down a little bit, which makes it so you're not really going full speed. Like you could look all the way down and do that, but then defeats the purpose. You can't see anything. So I still see so many top players that don't do this, but you go up the tower significantly faster, probably twice the speed, if you tap A while you're climbing it. It's basically like you're jumping while you're on the ladder, but just look at the difference. Alright, so here's a standard just walk back while looking up, looking back and just climbing the ladder, right? See how slow that was? Now here's while tapping A. Like you shave off at least a second. It's pretty noticeable, especially if you jump up onto the ladder. Well, I missed my jump, but anyways, it definitely shaves off a little bit of time, and there's a lot of people that don't do that. Anywho, sneaky ledge. Jump to the sneaky ledge and top rockets, and you can chill up here if you have camo, or if you don't even. If they're at blue base, they can't see you from here. So it's a nice little ledge, but the cool thing about this is you can then jump to top red base, all in one motion, take no fall damage if you crouch. One second. Anyways, so yeah, sneaky ledge, whatever. I'm gonna run an ad. It's been 20 minutes. Bear with. Alright. Anyways, red base is the place to be, and here's why. I'm going to show you the key to victory on Battle Creek right here. So, this is what Dan and I used to always do on Battle Creek in 2v2s. Pretty much you need one person to contest camo. If you're both at red base, the best thing your teammate can do is either already be top red watching camo, or just if you have 4 grenades, it's this simple. There's a little hole here in this tree where you can put nades through. You can just come over here and just throw 4 grenades through there as the camo's coming up, and it's like guaranteed. If he's in there, he's dead. If he goes in there, he's dead. And then, even if he's not, it's going to nade the camo back, usually into a spot he can't get. I fucked this up. If you do the nades right and put them all the way through that hole, they're not going to get it. So that's what one guy can do. That's beside the point, though. I need grenades now. Anyways, one guy contesting camo. Staying alive, not going for it, because it's hard to get. But just keeping them off of it. And now here is the key to success, though. In my opinion, overshield and rockets trumps camo on this map. One, because camo's hard as fuck to get and get away with. Two, because if you play smart, they have to hit ridiculous snipe shots because your rocket guy's gonna have overshield. That's like their only option if they're not sneaking up on you, which they shouldn't be able to. So you grenade jump with overshield. It's pretty standard. You throw a grenade, you jump, you crouch. You have full overshield on top of red base, right? You can do this very quickly. And then I'm gonna show you in slow-mo first, actually, here. So this is the grenade that I'm going to explain to you. This is the key to success here. You can grenade rockets to top red base. There's a line right here. It's a very visible line. I don't know why it's here. It's literally here so that I can line up my rocket grenade. And there's still a lot of top players that don't do this grenade, which blows my mind. Best grenade on the map wins the map. You run and you hug the front of the wall on the line. Doesn't even need to be perfectly exact. It's like you can do this all really fast. I'll show you in fast motion in a second. And then you look up here by rockets. So you got this big rock thing above the rocket spawn. With your pistol, you want to put it up near the corner with a little lip on the outside. Just like that. So I'll let you guys look at that for a second so you understand what I'm saying. There's just like a little bit around the outside, but it's, you know, it's by the corner. And then you just throw it. It's a one grenade. And then you come over here and you can just grab the rockets. If you do it perfectly, you can get them to bounce right here and they'll land up top, like right here. There is a way to do that if you want to get super nerdy. But that sort of goes along with what I was saying on Prisoner, where when you're playing good players and you're playing fast pace, taking that extra 10 seconds to line up a perfect grenade like that, the camo guy might get away, or they might nade them to blue base or whatever. Like, the whole point of it is you can nade these rockets quick before they do, or before the camo guy gets to them. So I'm gonna show you fast motion. I'm gonna go make sure rockets are back up. I'm just gonna show you how quickly you just get overshield and then nade rockets to top red base, and you're just sitting up there with OV rockets, and they're kind of fucked. All right, they're back up. Okay, I got 2 grenades, perfect. All you need is 2 grenades. 1 grenade, nade jump to top red base. And you run over here, you very quickly just dive onto this line, look up here, and you throw. And you jump up here, make sure no one's looking at you, and you just come out here, and boom. OV rockets on top of red base. And you just won the map. Because those are up every 2 minutes, and top red base has most vision on the map while being elevated with like a hump to hide on here, like a little trench to hide in here. If they got snipers, you can sort of just be doing this. These camo snipe, he'll go light snipe often. You just sort of make yourself hard to hit. Look at that. Anyways, there's ways to nade snipers to yourself everywhere too. But that is the best grenade on the map. I honestly, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth here. And some people at the LAN thought I was crazy until they played me on this map and realized that I didn't need it. I don't even have a rocket grenade. I've taken the time and I've learned them before. But I just forget them because in an actual game I never even use them. But I don't even have a rocket grenade from blue base. Just because I don't like being over there. It's not as good as red base, and if I'm over there I'm like trying to get to red base area. So it's like, I don't want to be grenading rockets from over there anyways. There's been times, admittedly, where I'm on a shit spawn right as they're coming up, and I'm spawning like needle blue over there, and I wish I knew a grenade from over there, but I don't know. I haven't even bothered, because I'm literally just whoring the overshield and the rockets from red base. Red base and snipe towers is pretty much where I live on this map. Speaking of snipe towers, this is light snipe. You can go up on that area if you didn't know, which is not good. Hardly ever go up there unless you're camo and getting cocky. This is one of the best spots on the map. This and top red base probably. And the reason light snipe's better than dark snipe is because anywhere in this cubby, as long as you don't jump up on that ledge up here, anywhere in this cubby without doing anything is a random spawn. So you can literally be up here and not be spawn fucking your teammate. Your teammate can die and he's gonna random anywhere on the map, possibly behind them, with vision, whatever. You have great elevation, you got unlimited snipe ammo, and it's really hard to put grenades up in this tower. There's only a few areas where it's easy to land grenades. You can like dodge grenades too. You could like quickly step out here, dodge the grenade and go back in. Like you can get nerdy up in this light snipe. So that's like the best spot on the map besides top red. And it's right by red. So this whole area of red base and then light snipe. And obviously top rocket arch is pretty good if you have camo. But it's a little jump you can do, by the way. It's not that hard. You need to go more to the right than you would think. Like over here. So you can get your feet grippy and then walk it and jump. But yeah, light snipe. And then also, a lot of people didn't even know this at the LAN, which surprised me, like good players, but you don't need to be like in the sniper to give a random. If you're anywhere around this area and your teammate's dead, if you just come to the bottom of the tower, as long as you're like right by the ladder area, this is a random. So if my teammate's on spawn and I'm here, I'm going like this to give him a random. I'm not even necessarily going up into the snipe tower. So that's pretty much Battle Creek. There's not a whole lot to it. Red base, rockets, overshield. Spawn wise, this is a random. Light snipe's a random with the ladder as well. Dark snipe, if you're jumping and time it right, it's a random. And then the other two randoms are the back needle side of the bases. This is needle side because there's needles. If you stand not on the corner, but right here, there's a spawn point. If you just stand right here, when your teammate's spawning, you can random them. It's 100%, it's random actually. So you can, that's actually used a lot. That one and back needle red, same spot, right here. So those are good randoms. Other than that, I mean, you can go down in the base to get grenades and jump out windows. You can get nerdy and like nade jump up to bases sometimes. But that nade right there is pretty much all you need to know. Did I miss that? I suck. I wasn't holding X. You can grenade rockets from here too. This is like a lobber one though. It's the same concept, but you get up in this corner and you just aim roughly along this wall and just aim pretty high up. I think. I don't even use it anymore. Because by the time that blows up, you could have jumped up here and done this one just as quick. And then this one line drives it. That other one like skies it up in the fucking air. And it lands somewhere back of the base, which kind of sucks. So anyways, I guess the only other thing is
Killing spree.
I guess I already discussed that. There's a random somewhere in the middle of the creek, but it's finicky. You need to be like right in the middle. I think a little further away from that spawn, because that's the closest one. I think you need to be like right here in the middle of the creek, and there's a random. That's about it. That's going to conclude our Battle Creek. Once again, for those of you who just tuned in, a lot of this is never before seen or explained shit. These are my dirty little secrets in Halo 1. So, you guys are welcome. There's a lot of top players that don't know or use a lot of this stuff. A lot of them have their own stuff that they do, which is just as nerdy as the stuff I do. But I consider a lot of the stuff I do to be very important, whereas a lot of stuff they do is just looks pretty if it works type of thing. New subscriber, Oakley's. Thanks for subbing, dude. I want to play soon. Anyone know if the Halo 2 servers are back up? They were down earlier, that's why I'm doing this now. They were like working on them. Or on getting them back up. Anybody know? One second. Hill to Vista. Yeah, that's what I mean. Still down? It's disappointing. Because we're kind of getting through all the maps here. I think we're going to do Derelict. I'm going to run an ad, by the way. Pretty much just Derelict. Ooh! Got a $5 donation too. F yeah, dude. Ugh. This layout sucks. I need to work on that one. It's my Halo 1 layout. Edit scene. Good enough. $5 from Veracity. Says love you, Ogre 2. I love you too, man. We pretty much only have one competitive 2v2 map left here, other than one of the new maps, which I could go over if you guys just want to see that. But I mean, we could do Rat Race, but we'll do Rat Race. Screw it, we got time. Halo 2 servers aren't up. We'll do Rat Race and then Derelict. So 2 maps, plus maybe a new map, if you guys want to see it. There's not much in Rat Race, this will be quick.
Team Slayer.
Rat Race is disliked by a lot of people, but it's actually one of the most fair and balanced 2v2 maps at the top level. There's no sniper, there's no rockets. I think that's why a lot of the guys don't like playing it. It's just not as fun, they say, but I find it just as fun or more fun because of how competitive it is. Just with the constant movement of the map and the spawns and whatnot, you can get really nerdy, and it's all about just flanking and working together. And obviously if your shot's on, you know, pistol matters a lot. You can get nerdy here and shoot through this shield.